And now it's time for another Board Game Brawl unboxing with Nick Minahan, sponsored by BoardGameBliss.com.
Hey now, it is time for another one of my scintillating, exciting unboxing videos. I don't know why I feel compelled to make them. I don't know why you feel compelled to watch them, but here we are. So, this one is for XenoShyft Onslaught from Cool Mini or Not. Now here's the thing. Just yesterday, I did my top 10 most anticipated games, and XenoShyft Onslaught was on there, and I said, well, I feel kind of weird about this because I should be getting XenoShyft within like the next week or so. I had no idea I was going to be getting it today. I really didn't. I woke up in the morning, or maybe in late morning, and voila, there was the email sitting in my inbox, and I'm like, well, I've gotten the email, so it'll probably be another couple of days, but apparently the email was late in getting to me, and it was already out for delivery. So there you have it. So I've got the game now, and if you don't know about XenoShyft Onslaught, it is the or not in Cool Mini or Not's title, because there's no miniatures in the game per se. I think there was like a first player marker or something like that, but it's just a deck building game, but also a cooperative game, which immediately means that I'm probably going to fall in love with it. And that's why I backed it on Kickstarter. And I don't back a lot of Kickstarters. Even when XenoShyft was on Kickstarter, like less than a year ago, that was when I was on my downswing, but I still had to back it. The price was right, and it looked glorious. It's like Starship Troopers mixed with more Starship Troopers. I don't know. That's the game, essentially. You play like these futuristic mercenaries trying to help this corporation find these rare elements, and you're being besieged by aliens, and it's just amazing. I've heard that it's like pure cooperative in the sense that you really have to help each other out, and I just love the theme. I love the idea of the deck building aspect, and hopefully it all comes together and holds up as well as I hope it does. But this is not the review. This is just the review of the box. So let's go ahead and take a look at that now. I'm going to bust it open. We'll take a look at all the stuff that's inside. Even though it's kind of weird for me to do a unboxing for a game that's mostly going to be cards, I'm hoping that most of the stuff inside is cool enough to justify it. Let's see. Alright, we're going to do an unboxing of XenoShyft from Cool Mini or Not. I've been waiting for this one for quite a while. I'm hoping that the stuff in the box is pretty cool, even though it's supposedly just a deck builder. But I think this is going to be unlike almost any other deck builder I've ever played. And I was given this from Cool Mini or Not, and it's their first like big or not game. So let's see what we got in store for us. Alright, so the first thing I see up front is the Playmat. Now this was something that was added at a certain point because, and I actually remember getting a Kickstarter message about this in particular. There's something about how they just decided that for the cost of like the board or whatever it was, or maybe they were never planning to include any kind of matter board, they just decided to do this. But in any event, I'm very happy. I mean, I like the roll-up mat that comes with legendary villains. And let me pull this plastic off, and we can see this in all of its glory. No. As a matter of fact, here, we'll even do this. Okay. Away from me packing peanuts. All right. They're everywhere. So, wow, that's really nice. It looks really good. Let's get a close-up of that artwork, which is solid. I mean, Cool Mini or Not, I don't know that they would ever release a game that had bad artwork, but it seemed like the artwork for XenoShyft in particular was just amazing. This grim, gritty sci-fi art just looks great. So, alright, so that's the Playmat. Let's get back to the rest of the stuff. Alright, let's just willy-nilly throw that out of the way. Here is, is that a first player marker? Because I'm going to say right now, I think that this was an add-on that I never actually paid for. Or maybe I did. Man, I don't remember. That's the thing with Kickstarter. You pledge for things and you don't even remember. So much time passes. Kickstarter card packs. I mean, I know this is a deck building game. I'm probably not going to bust open all of these cards, but let's see. Kickstarter foil card pack. These are probably just a lot of the extras and stretch goals. It is a Cool Mini or Not game, so there are exclusives. Don't necessarily ask me to point out all the exclusives here, but Here we go. Let's see. We'll just take a look at some of these. The Hive cards. So sweet. Man, I'm so excited for this game. I love the theme. I love the idea. Cooperative deck building game. I mean, I'm just all over that. Let's see. Scout Sniper. Field Commander. Whew, so cool. Okay. A foil card pack. Yeah, we'll bust that open too. Why not? We got nothing but time, right? All right. There's got to be a... Yeah, it's got one of these things on it. Can Nick figure it out quickly? We have to do it the old-fashioned way. The old-fashioned way. At least they did it like this. This type of shrink wrap, not so bad. I've seen people use a different type of plastic wrap for shrink wrapping that's just terrible. So hard to get off. All right, foil cards. Neat. They look... I am still a sucker for foil cards, I will say that. They're definitely tapping into like the Magic the Gathering part of gamers' brains that just love that crap. Man, I'm so happy. I can't wait to play this game. All right, let's keep going. Boards. Okay, cool. The player boards, Hive boards, stuff like that. Let's bust this up. I don't have to use my teeth like a savage. All right, so. Nice. What? Yeah, player boards. Let's get a look at those. I'm assuming they're all the same. Cool. Those look good. I mean, even though it's like not a big miniatures heavy project, they still went all out. They still made it look like glorious so far. Okay, I mean, it's just great. What a great company they are. I know people have problems with Cool Mini or not, but I've never had a serious issue with them. I really haven't. I dislike their early birds and their Kickstarter exclusives, but even so. Let's get the big chalupa out of here. Yeah, hold on. I just want to check the bottom of the box to make sure. Nah, they're not like Japan Anime Games was infamous for like some of the Crossmaster goodies they would just throw in the bottom willy-nilly. There's that word again, willy-nilly. They would throw in the bottom of the box like the coin. All right, here it is. There is XenoShyft Onslaught. Even the box just looks amazing. Wouldn't you, if you just saw this on a shelf with no context, wouldn't you just be like, what is this game? Okay, the back is less inspiring, but everything else just looks great. So cool. I almost look like Ultraman, like out of focus. All right, well, while I'm ripping this open, I guess we'll look at something else. Oh, look at it, man. Look at it. It's like everything I loved about Starship Troopers and gritty anime like Akira and Appleseed and wow. What's another good one? AD Police. That was actually a bad anime, but gritty sci-fi nonetheless. All right, so I don't want to knock these cards over. All right, so here we go. We're going in. This is the actual unboxing. A box within a box. Rule book. I'm sure it's whatever. I don't know. Most people have problems writing rule books nowadays. Remember Chaos Ball infamously had 2 rule books as soon as people got it. Here's the meters. Almost like a Fantasy Flight game, having to assemble dials. It's this. Is this supposed to be? Oh, I see. Yeah, so this is what their original board was as opposed to the mat. Yeah, I'm happy they went with the mat. All right, another. Oh, and again, I guess. Well, I don't know. Are those going to be Kickstarter exclusive? I guess so. I guess the retail copies of the game will only have this cardboard, which is not great. It's not bad though. And then I don't know. The rest of this stuff is probably not going to be all that fascinating. Here are chips. There's probably some pledge I could have pledged for. We get a nicer version of that for the dials, and then all of the cards. Wow, it looks like a really good storage solution now. I'll definitely say that. It's better than, say, Legendary. Not pointing any fingers or calling any names, but I don't know. I don't think it's necessarily worth going through every deck of cards, but let me pick out at least a couple interesting ones that have people in them. There we go. Sure. Sounds good. Let's do that. Oh, man. Another busy night because I wasn't planning on getting this so soon. I knew it was coming out shipping maybe this week, but I thought, oh, I'll probably get it next week. But look at these awesome arts. Just looking at these cards again. Yeah, I know I saw a lot of these cards during the Kickstarter, but to see them again, just getting me excited. I'm all a tizzy. And we'll bust open some monsters and see. That's horribly out of focus right now. This camera's awesome, and I'm so appreciative of the person that sent it to me, but it's tough to use. I just haven't had the time to learn it. But it's totally on me, not the camera's fault. Wow. Didn't I see a foil overseer in one of those other packs? Locations. XenoShyft. Oh, come on. Anyways. Well, I have to say, and there's the chips. Is that an X? Wounds, I take it. Defense tokens, cool. Well, I gotta say, I'm glad I did the unboxing of this. I was kind of leery of it because it's just a deck building game, but that was pretty awesome. I mean, even Call Me or Not can make, we have to slowly go down, kind of eerie, can make any game look amazing no matter what type of game it is, miniatures or not, and I am super excited to play this one. I'm probably going to play it solo. You can play this solo, right? I think you can do that. I'm probably going to play it solo. Yes, I'm sure it's not nearly as fun, but I will play it solo and I'm going to play it with folks tomorrow, and who knows, I might be able to get this up faster than I would have originally thought, depending on how confident I feel in my ability to know and understand and review the game. But I'm super excited for it and I can't wait. That is XenoShyft Onslaught, and thanks for watching. Take care.
Thanks for watching. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Patreon. And make sure to check out our sponsor, Board Game Bliss, where you can find an amazing selection of games from around the world. BoardGameBliss.com. Thanks for your support.